That being said, Lewis, all of this policy discussion and all of these very specific conversations about diplomacy and all of that, a lot of this is being totally lost on Fox News, who decided to have the Neil Cavuto show decided to explore whether the Syria conflict could be the sign of apocalyptic, literal Bible interpretation end times. Take a look at this from the Neil Cavuto program on Fox News. Amazing stuff.
This just in, the Syria stuff is way old. I mean Old Testament old. That's how old I'm talking about. Don't laugh. Some biblical scholars say it's old there in black and white, like this spooky passage from Isaiah 17 about Syria itself. Behold, Damascus is about to be removed from being a city and will become a fallen ruin. That's a couple of thousand years ago. Another passage warns of growing unrest in Egypt and the rise of a fierce king. Still, are any of these writings presaging events today or merely incidents that already happened centuries ago? After all, Damascus has been overrun countless times, little more than years after these writings by, in this case, the Assyrians back in 732 BC. But they are uncanny and they are kind of scary, aren't they?
This is just unbelievable, Lewis. I mean, you've got first of all, I thought that President Obama being president was the sign of the end times. I guess we've gotten past that temporarily at least, and now what we're exploring whether the Syria potential Syria incursion is a sign of the biblical end times. However, do we really need a 4 p.m. news show, and I use the term news very, very loosely, mind you, doing a segment on whether modern day geopolitical flare-ups might be confirming literal sacred text end times predictions? This, we know the term news is not regulated. You can call yourself news without being news, but this is taking it to a new low.
Well, listen, Fox knows what their viewers like, and this is interesting stuff to a lot of Fox News viewers. And once again, I think this is just simply a matter of ratings. I mean, I think it's kind of pointless to discuss the merits of what is being discussed on Fox News.
Yeah, I mean, maybe Fox News, maybe it is ratings like Lewis is saying, and Fox News is realizing they're losing a ton of their audience to the apocalyptic prepper reality shows where people prepare for the end times. And they're just trying to pull a half ratings point back from one of those shows by doing a very serious segment, Lewis. Does the conflict in Syria represent the end times written about in whatever it was that Neil Cavuto prefaced there? 185 documented specific end times predictions with specific dates in history. There's actually a Wikipedia article that outlines them all. And of course, thousands of general ones saying the end times are coming soon. So far, they've all been wrong. So it's just a question of 0 out of 185 or 0 out of thousands or tens of thousands. Is this really that valuable of a conversation in modern day society, or would society as a whole be better served with this segment being handled in a different way? I think I know the answer, Lewis.
I know the answer too, but the fascinating thing about all of this is that someone is going to get it right. And
Right.
And unfortunately, they will say that their prediction was accurate when in reality it was just chance.
Yeah, you know who's going to get it right? Scientists who know that planets and stars do not have infinite lives. And yeah, I mean, I that's who's going to get it right, isn't it? It's not going to be, for example, Gregory of Tours, who calculated that the end times were going to be between the year 799 and 806. That's an example of someone who's wrong. I think if we turn to science, they were probably the best authorities on the end times, wouldn't you say?
Probably, but there's also the chance that they might not be able to predict some global war that destroys everything.
They would predict it in what would be a much less vindicating way. It would be a less vindicating story for religious zealots, that's for sure. If that the type of prediction we would get from actual scientists.